Good morning, everybody. Hi there. I just wanted to send a little video along with the information for class for those of you who have not taken breathwork before. Tomorrow's going to be a special class. It's yoga directly into breathwork, so I'm not going to have a 15-minute discussion about what breathwork is and what that. We're in a new location. I have a new microphone. Maybe it'll sound even better. There'll be some singing. So let me just give you a little information about breathwork and how the class will go down so you're not freaked out. So the breath work that I do is called conscious connected breathing. So it's focusing on the breath, it's connected so there's no break in between it, and it's breathing. The technique, I'll show you really quickly, I'll also remind you of that on the day, is 2 breaths in, 1 breath out, all through the mouth. In yoga and in life, it's gonna be, you always are doing that for 23.5 hours a day, and in yoga. But in breath work, we're trying to get at some deeper things, so we breathe into our bellies, chest, release. Belly, chest, release. And you'll be lying on the floor. So it's belly, chest, release. And that's the technique, and that's all you're gonna be doing. You're gonna be doing that. There's gonna be 7 songs. I'm gonna be coaching you through that. Then there's gonna be a big yell where we let everything out. And then there'll be a rest song. And then I'm gonna do some heart opening moments on the next song where you raise your hand in the air and you bring some moments from your past and your present and your future, and then we're going to relax. You do the breath work for the moments after. The breath work is work, and it can be intense. So let me just tell you some things that can happen so you don't freak out. And always, just so you know, I don't want you to do this, but if you're panicking and really freaking out, you can always take a nose breath and slow it down. But we're not in the jungle doing ayahuasca. We are on the floor laying down breathing. So your brain is going to try to mess you up and make you do that. So the more you can do that without taking the nose breath, that's where you're going to have your major transformations. So things that can happen physically, there's tingling in your hands, you can have dizziness, you can get cramping, you can get hot or cold. I'm always hot in life, but when I do breath work, I get freezing. You can get something called tetany, which is lobster claws, where your hands go like this. And you're not having a stroke, this happens. It's either because you have a calcium, magnesium, potassium deficiency, or because you're pushing the exhale. Because it's not, it's all the work's on the inhale. Emotionally, things can come up. Don't hold them inside, let them out. That's what causes stress and makes you sick. Give yourself permission to cry. It's not a requirement, but let it flow. And if you are crying and I say, keep breathing, take your moment to cry and then come back to the breathing. Also, mentally is probably the hardest part because your brain doesn't want you to do anything that's different. It wants to keep you safe. And your brain doesn't know whether you're lying down on the floor breathing or if you're being chased by a saber-toothed tiger, because they're both putting you in the state of stress. So we have to get through that. And the way we do that is by overriding it by something called transient hyperfrontality. Big word. Basically what that means is it shuts off the ego, the voice in your head that says you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, you're not funny enough, you're not spiritual enough, you're not knowledgeable enough to teach this class. And to get you to stop to do that and not allow you to get to the breakthrough, it's also going to say, hey, you're not breathing right. Or, hey, you should shift. Your body feels weird. What is this? What's going on? You don't know what's happening. We have to override that if you want to get through those breakthroughs. And it can be intense. You can have big feelings, but push through. Focus on the breath. As I said, there'll be 7 songs. Always breathing through the mouth. And the first breath is about 85% of it into the belly. It's and then in the chest, push it into the heart, and then release. And you're all going to be on the floor. Also, if you're new, you may not feel anything for the first few songs. That happens. It happened to me. It happens to most people. Not everybody. But after 3, 4 songs, you'll feel it. You also may feel sick. I guess that's it. That's all I want you to know. And I'll reiterate some of this stuff on the day, but I wanted to keep this to about 5 minutes. So thank you for watching. Good morning. I'm excited for tomorrow. Yoga directly into breath work. We're going to be open and we're going to release. So love you guys. See you tomorrow. Cheers.